So hi everyone, we are today going to film a little get to know. Sorry, it's so bright. We're sat next to the window and I'm like squinting because it's A, I'm melting, and B, it's really bright. So I'm not just sat here smouldering.
And I'm not having like fits or anything. Is anyone else having problem with flies this year? There's so many for some reason. It's not normal.
They're literally
so
everywhere.
It's not me having like an epileptic fit or anything. It's just I'm swatting the flies away. So.
They are literally everywhere. They are driving us mad. I feel like there must not be as many spiders. It's got to be something.
I don't know.
Anyway, so today we thought we'd film a little get to know us video, get to know our relationship mainly. She's sat here smouldering. So we put up a little questionnaire on Instagram, and you guys just sent through some questions. So Larry doesn't like answering questions about our relationship, so this should be really fun and good to watch.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
Something to laugh at, yeah.
So we'll just get straight into it. Most popular question is, we've been on and off, just a little background, we've been on and off for 10 years. When I say on and off, I literally mean on, off.
I think I've moved out probably 3 times now.
Four times. Four times.
So you're losing count.
But we are committed now. I met him when I was 20. I'm going to be 30 in 4 weeks. We are different people now, aren't we? We've grown up.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. We just needed to grow up a little bit.
You'd think having a child.
I'm a dad, not lad now, so it's time to grow up.
This is it, and we're just different now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So things are different. So we're happy to answer questions about our relationship now because we're not I don't despise him. I actually love him. So, firstly, there are loads of questions. Any plans for getting engaged or married? This is probably the most that's probably the first most popular question. Mainly, everyone said, any plans? Are you getting married? Are you getting married? When you get married? Because it's been 10 years of on and off. So, Larry?
I'm going to answer. If anyone who knows Sophie knows how over the top and extravaganza she needs everything. Extravaganza?
Extravagant.
It's her 30th birthday at the end of the month, so this is going to be pretty much like a wedding because she's so over the top with everything. So let's get that out of the way, and then I'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
And that's not true. Because of lockdown, we've had to really scale it down.
We've got a DJ coming to the party. That's how much we've got to scale it down. A DJ.
Yeah,
and our garden's not that big.
We've
got a full-blown DJ.
But who doesn't want a DJ? A bit of old school R&B, old school garage, get us in the mood. So you're basically saying what to that question?
I said I'll cross that bridge when we get past your 30th, and then we'll see what happens.
Does that mean this year?
Don't hold me to anything. I'm just saying that's the next step.
You heard it here first. Okay, and the second most popular question is, we can probably guess, are you going to have any more children?
Well, we've had debates about this one because
we do go back and forth.
Sophie wants another 10.
No.
I'll be happy with another 1, and we're just trying to meet in the middle on this one.
I don't want 10. I want 2 more. So maybe. Watch the space. We'll see. Like I said, I'm in
We'll see. You'll be the first to know. We'll see.
You will. We're still very young. We've got lots to accomplish and to figure out. How did you meet?
Oh, we met with Sophie on a podium, half naked, doing a bit of fire breathing.
Yeah, I wasn't a stripper. I'd just like to put that in here, right now, because my mum just watched this.
Might as well have been.
I was a podium dancer.
Wasn't wearing a lot.
If you live in London, you know what a podium dancer is, and I think if you live in Dubai and LA and things like that, basically you dance on a podium and in some snazzy corset and breathe fire, and that's what I did, and that's how I met Larry.
And the funny thing about it was for a prom. That was the best bit about it. They just come out of school, maybe 16-year-olds, and you've got Sophie half naked on the stage doing a bit of podium dancing. Lovely. They must have loved that, innit?
We did, so we met there. Who's more stylish? This is going to be a debate. It's definitely me. I don't know why I'm asking the question.
Nowadays, I'll admit it is Sophie because I'm just too busy to even care.
What about what you're wearing? You okay?
I used to care a lot more, but as you're getting older, you tone it down a little bit.
Thank you. Who wears the trousers in your relationship?
Sophie thinks she does, but when it comes down to it, I do. I let her have her little 2 pence, but then when it comes down to a decision, I make the final
I definitely
I have the
disagree.
fun of
I
wearing
would
it.
say it's pretty level. Like, we're very on level playing fields, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
If I let her wear the trousers, we'd be living it'd be like living like a hoarder. We'd
Hoarder?
have stuff stacked up against the walls. She doesn't like to get rid of stuff. It'd just be junk everywhere. There'd be no space anywhere. Just be boxes and boxes of shoes everywhere. Like, it's just,
Yeah, but I keep it all
we'd have
organised. I
stuff
like to be able
everywhere.
to keep
Just
stuff that
nothing
I
would be
remember.
logical.
That's why. I'm not necessarily a hoarder. But I would say we're pretty level. We're on level playing fields. I will say probably no more than I would say you would. Like, when it comes to like actual decisions, not about the house. Wouldn't you agree?
What do you mean?
Well,
not
what,
in
for
the
example,
house?
when we bought this house, I rang Larry and said, "Oh hi, just let you know we've bought a house." Like, I didn't have to like ask you. We knew that it was something we were gonna do. I chose the plot. The plot came back up for sale, and you were like, "Okay, cool."
You're going on like I was sleeping through the process or something, and I didn't know it was happening. What?
Yeah, but I'm saying we didn't know we were going to buy this house, did we? We were buying another house. I think Larry says yes more to me just to like
Shut her up.
shut me up and to have like a happier life. But if he actually genuinely thinks no, he will say that's not happening. So that's why I say we're pretty level playing fields. Who makes a better cup of tea?
Me. Hands down. If you let Sophie make you a cup of tea, you'll be lucky to have 3/4 of a cup. I don't know what she does. It's always half a cup full of tea. Like, I just don't get it. Like,
No, I
you
would
want
say
a full
I do.
cup of tea if you have a cup
drink
of
more
tea.
tea, so I would say I am the better of the two.
Sophie, you probably eat more, but I'm a better cook.
Fuck you. What was your first impression about each other?
I'll let you go first.
I
then.
thought you
Will
were really
take the lead?
skinny.
That's because I was ill.
Yeah.
I had
And I like your
tonsillitis.
shirt.
I had tonsillitis about 2 weeks before
And
the
you've been
first
on
time she
Ibiza.
seen me. And I've been on Ibiza. I was just really ill coming back from there.
Yeah, I thought he was really skinny, and I
No,
really liked
so
his shirt.
skinny.
He had this really nice check, like Levi's shirt on. Do you remember that? I dyed it
I
pink.
did, yeah. She dyed it pink, like she's done many of my clothes.
But it was a really nice shirt. So yeah, I just remember thinking, yeah, you had a nice shirt on and you're really skinny.
Do you know what? For me, it's the bubbly personality. Yeah, she was on stage half naked. That wasn't the case. It was the bubbly personality.
Thank you. Who's more funny?
Give or take, we laugh at Sophie more, but I have the cleverer banter.
Yeah, that's true. I'd agree with that. What's your partner's most annoying habit?
You wanna go first on this one?
Actually, I've had a few of these questions. There was one on Facebook as well, which said, "What's your partner's most annoying habit?" and vice versa.
Okay.
What's your most annoying habit? Well, there's a couple that really wind me up. One is Larry doesn't know how to close a drawer or close a cupboard. So if he opens the drawer to get out, I don't know, cutlery or his socks or his pants, the drawer just remains open. Like, I don't understand that. And I don't know if anyone else's boyfriend does this, but he walks through the house and just like takes his clothes off and then just leaves them there and just carries on walking. You do it with shoes as well. Earlier on I said to him, I threw out 3 pairs of shoes out of the living room when we were setting up, and I said, "Larry, are you going to be wearing any of these?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm wearing the blue ones, that's why I left them out." What about the other 2 pairs? It drives me bonkers. And mainly, your most annoying habit is, and if anyone knows Larry, they will agree with this, sometimes he just won't talk to you because he's in a bad mood. And then you're thinking to yourself, well, what have I done? So my sisters will come round and they'll be like, "Hi, Larry," and he's like, "Yeah, all right." They're like, "Okay, is Larry in the mood with me today?" I'm like, "Probably." Like, that. What is the reason? You just don't know. He's just in a mood.
I'm a mysterious guy.
What's yours? I mean, I don't know if I necessarily have any.
Yeah, of course you would. For me, it's Sophie doesn't use logic whatsoever. She thinks things can just be done, but she never uses like a logical way of doing things. She just thinks, okay, yeah, we can just put the front door where the window is. Like, logically, you can't. She does.
Are you going to have a plan for my birthday? Because I
No,
drew
not
out
just that.
a
It's
floor
everything.
plan of our
You
garden.
never ever use logic. When we was gonna do the garden, you was like, okay, yeah, I'll put this here, this here. There wouldn't be a garden left. You wouldn't see any more grass. The amount of stuff she would have put in it.
I have great
No
ideas.
logic.
I think the way we work really well is I have great ideas, but I don't know how to put them into action. Whereas Larry will go, "Okay, that's a good idea, but we need to change it to this
To make it logically
to make
work.
it work." So yeah. Oh, well, that's not even an annoying habit, I wouldn't say.
It is.
Is
It's
it?
very annoying because we'll have arguments about things, and then when I actually point it out to her and say, right, look at this here, look at this there, I have to set everything up to the way she thinks it'll work, and then she'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't look right. That's not going to work. Yeah, like I said, because it's not logical.
It was so annoying. What's your favourite dinner?
That's a trick question because
Depends what mood you're in.
there's exactly, yeah,
Well,
depends
right
what
now,
day
what
of the
are you
week it
loving?
is. Do you know what? Nando's is, can't go
No,
wrong
that's
with
a
a
restaurant.
Nando's.
Like, what's your favourite dinner?
Nando's.
I'd say Caribbean. Right now.
I am really into my Caribbean, to be fair, at the minute. I'm like cooking different things every other day. I've done some brown stew chicken the other day, and then I made some jerk chicken day before yesterday. Like, I'm really into that at the moment. But yeah, it's just I love food, so I'm not fussy. I'll eat anything, and I eat a lot, so it just depends what time of the week it is, really.
My favourite dinner? I don't know. I can tell you my favourite snack. Crisp and dip. It's my favourite. And you can
What about crackers and hummus?
Oh, yeah, but crisp and dip, crackers and hummus, they fall under the same umbrella. And you can get these new crisps, they're called hummus. And they are in the gluten-free section. And anyone who likes crisp and dip, like, you'll thank me later. Because those crisps, they're like little shells dipped in hummus. It's probably one of the best things you'll ever try. Just saying.
What's your favourite drink? I'm going to ask a question here, not one that we've been
My
asked.
favourite, what, like soft drink?
Alcohol drink.
Oh,
Let's say cocktail. What's your favourite
yeah, I was
cocktail?
going to say cocktail. I'm going to be a real basic bitch and say a pina colada. If I'm on holiday. But if I'm maybe in the city, then a porn star martini. When I say in the city, I mean New York. You thought I was going to say Cosmopolitan because Sex and the City, didn't you? What did you think I was going to say then?
I thought you was going to say Sex on the Beach.
Sex and the Beach?
Only joking. I thought she was going to say Cosmopolitan.
Because the Sex and the City is my favourite show.
She's obsessed with Sex and the City.
Obsessed
She thinks
is...
she's Carrie Bradshaw.
I am Carrie Bradshaw. Obsessed is actually like on a very low scale. I've seen every episode 700 million times. I know all the words. I use their catchphrases and their quotes constantly through my general life. And people who don't know Sex and the City are just like, oh wow, that's such a good thing to say. And other people who do are like, she's catting.
Yeah, people
So-
who actually don't know, they think, oh, she's quite clever with her
she's
little
switched on.
one-liners.
No, I'm not.
No, she's just copying Sex
What's your
and the City.
favourite cocktail? Mojito.
Mojito. Mojito, and then sometimes I do like a Long Island iced tea as well.
Long
Which is
I've
both
never seen you
refreshing.
drink one of those in my life.
Really refreshing.
And I think that rounds up the... Oh no, this one's also favourite way to spend date night. We don't really go on that many.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one.
Well, we're in lockdown, so we had one in lockdown. I would say our favourite date night is just like we love hosting. So although it's not just him and I, we love hosting. Like we bought this house like with the vision that the back doors would be open and people would be in the garden. Larry likes doing a cookout. We love just spending time doing
I love
that.
a barbecue cookout. It's one of my favourite things to do. So
We just like to have some drinks, the music on, and people around. Whether it's just
Good
us
people
two
around.
or our friends, like that is our favourite way to
it's our
spend.
go-to weekends, really, isn't it? If the weather's right.
Yeah.
A nice cookout, some nice old school music playing. That's what we like to
The
do.
DJ's doing a Motown hour as well.
Yeah,
everyone.
I've already sent him the playlist.
Yes, we're very excited. So that concludes our get to know. Any more questions, please put them below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.